So for my people out there who have a low credit score because you guys currently have a lot of credit card debt, in this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to hide credit card debt in 3 different ways so that way you guys can boost your credit score and actually get approved for things. Now, I've personally done and tested every hack that I'm about to say in this video to bring up my personal credit score, so I know for a fact it's gonna work for you guys too. So if you guys wanna know what these 3 things are you can do so that way you guys can boost up your credit score, then make sure to watch this video all the way to the end so that way you, sir or ma'am, do not miss out on any good financial information that can help you out. If you're already subscribed, then welcome back. But if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Ismael Sandiford and you are now watching Just Money, where we talk about financial related topics such as personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably gonna want to consider subscribing. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, so jumping right into it, I don't want to waste anybody's time. The first way you guys can hide credit card debt is to either get a personal loan or a debt consolidation loan. You want to get either one of these 2 loans because for those out there that don't know, installment loans do not get factored into your credit score. The only debt that gets factored into your credit score is credit card debt, and that right there is going to make up about 30% of what your overall credit score is. This is why the more debt you guys have on your credit card, your credit score tends to go down because of the higher usage that you guys have on there. So if you guys can get rid of this credit card debt by getting a personal loan to pay off the debt, you guys would completely wipe out your credit card debt, which will then lower your credit utilization ratio, thus increasing your credit score. And you would still technically have the debt, but all you're doing is hiding it inside of an installment loan versus your credit cards. So if you guys have an overall credit limit of $50,000 across all of your credit cards, but you guys owe $25,000 across all of your credit cards, then that right there is going to put you at a 50% credit utilization ratio, which is going to keep your credit score low. But if you were to get a personal loan or a debt consolidation loan of $25,000 to pay off all of those credit cards, that right there is going to put you at a 0% credit utilization ratio and significantly boost up your credit score anywhere between 50 to 100 points easily. And not only that, the interest rates on loans are going to be significantly less than what credit cards are charging you, which is overall better for your financial health. And if you guys don't know where to get a personal loan from, I would recommend to get one with a credit union like Navy Federal or either PenFed Credit Union, because if you guys get one with a credit union, your approval odds are going to be way higher if you guys have a good relationship with them, and you'll also get approved for a high loan amount as well. I myself personally have gotten a personal loan from Navy Federal before, and I got approved for it easily without them verifying docs, and I actually made a full in-depth video on this. So if you guys want more information in regards to that, click the link in the description below, or just wait till this video is over and I'll put it at the end of this video for you guys to watch. And I also did a video on SoFi personal loans as well, because SoFi does offer good personal loans that go all the way up to $100,000, and they even give you $300 just for getting a personal loan with them if you guys use my referral link in the description below. But if you guys want to watch that video, click the link in the description below, or just wait till this video is over and I'll put it at the end of this video for you guys to watch. But that's going to be the first way how to hide credit card debt. Now let's talk about the second. The second way you guys can hide credit card debt is by transferring your personal credit card debt onto a business credit card that does not report to your personal credit. Now some people out there might argue and say not to do this because you don't want to commingle business expenses with personal expenses, but I'm just simply letting you know what your options are. It's just the good thing about business credit cards is that they do not report to your personal credit. So you guys can have a lot of debt on the business side, but still maintain a perfectly good personal credit score because it does not report to the personal side. At least most business credit cards don't. Just make sure you guys are doing it on a business credit card that does not report to your personal credit, because believe it or not, there are business credit cards out there that do report to your personal credit. And a quick example of that is going to be the Capital One Business Spark credit card. Stay away from that card. But also really quick, if you guys are finding any of this information helpful, if you guys could do me a favor and hit the like button, I would truly appreciate it because it really helps me out a lot, and then it's also a dope way to help support the channel. Now the third way you guys can hide credit card debt is by doing a balance transfer hack, but this method will not work for you if all your credit cards are maxed out. The way how this hack works is you guys have to have at least 2 credit cards, and you have to find out which day do those 2 credit cards report to the credit bureaus, aka your statement dates. Your credit card statement date is usually 20 days before your payment due date, which are 2 totally separate things. Your statement date is basically the end date of your credit card's billing cycle, to where all of your transactions from that billing cycle got rolled into a statement, and then about roughly 20 days later your payment due date comes, which is the money you have to pay back from all of the transactions you did on the last billing cycle 3 to 7 weeks ago. So again, statement date is the day that the credit card reports to the credit bureaus and also the end of your billing cycle, and then payment due date usually comes about 3 weeks later, which is the amount you guys have to pay back for what you purchased last month. But once you guys figure out what day exactly your statement date is on the credit card that you have debt on, you guys are going to want to do a balance transfer onto another credit card with a later statement due date. The reason why you guys want to do this is because if you transfer the balance on that credit card that has debt onto another credit card before your statement due date, when it gets reported to the credit bureaus, it's going to show a 0 balance. And if it shows a zero balance, ladies and gentlemen, then your credit score is going to significantly rise because now you have very little to no credit usage. But the way how this hack works is, let's say you have a credit card with a $3,000 credit limit on it, but you owe $3,000 on that credit card. You're going to want to transfer that balance onto another credit card that you have that has very little to no debt at least 2 business days before your statement due date. So if the credit card that you have debt on has a statement date on the 11th, you guys are going to want to do the balance transfer on like the 7th or the 8th. Now, statement dates usually report to the credit bureaus on the actual statement date, or sometimes a day or two after your statement date, depending on the credit issuer. But once you guys transfer that debt onto another credit card that has a later statement date, then you guys have that whole window in between to apply for whatever you're trying to apply for. Your credit score is going to be way higher than what it usually is in that time frame. So if you're trying to apply for that new loan or credit card, you have that little window to do so. Now, you guys can leave the balance on the credit card you just transferred the balance to once you guys are done applying for whatever you guys needed to apply for. Or what you can also do is just transfer the balance back before your second credit card statement date. And the reason you might want to do this is so that way you can continue to hide the balance on your second credit card before it reports to the credit bureaus. So if you guys wanted to, you guys can actually prolong the situation a little longer if you needed to. Now, you are going to take a hit on the balance transfer fee, but this is just the price you guys need to pay in order to temporarily have a good credit score, so that way you guys can actually get approved for whatever it is you're trying to get approved for. But that's pretty much the third way on how you would hide credit card debt if this is something that you needed to do. Let me know in the comments if you guys ever used one of these methods before. I would love to know. If you guys have bad credit because maybe you have derogatory items on your credit report like late payments, charge-off, collections, or even past bankruptcies, and you've been working with somebody who couldn't get that off for you, send an email to one of my business emails, 850boulevard@gmail.com, because I have an amazing credit repair person that I personally work with that can definitely help a lot of you guys out there. And also, really quick, if you guys are looking to get funding for your business, like anywhere between $50,000 to $150,000 plus in capital, so that way you guys can actually scale and grow your business, send an email to my business email saying funding, and I'll speak with you guys there. But if you guys made it to the end of the video, then I truly do appreciate you guys. We're at 86,620 subscribers at the time of this recording, so I do appreciate all who watch. I do post weekly videos for those that don't know, but if you guys haven't yet already, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't yet already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you guys get notified every time I post a new video. And again, we talk about personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. We talk about how to get high limits on your credit cards, how to boost your personal credit, how to obtain business credit. We talk about real estate. We talk about mortgage loan programs. We talk about all that. So this is your one-stop shop. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.